Thank you for tuning in and welcome back, team. Now with the excitement and the stress of buying your new home over, now it's time to start planning out your budget. In today's episode of Homeowner Tips, you'll learn 6 tips to begin your budgeting planning. You'll learn how to nail down your budgeting basics. You'll learn how to account for your new regular expenses, how to anticipate big project costs, revisiting your savings and life insurance, and prioritizing other debt over extra mortgage payments, and being proactive whenever faced with challenges. My name is Andrew Finney, your real estate geek. If you need help finding a top agent where you live, or if you simply want to drop me a line to say hello, my contact info is below. If you haven't already done so, please go ahead and subscribe to this channel now and like this video. I upload 6 times a week, so be sure to tap the bell icon and be ready for the next video whenever it comes available. All right, so let's get into this, team. So let's talk about the first one, nailing down the budgeting basics. Let's look at a good way of looking at your monthly income and breaking it down in a way that's going to make a lot of sense, and it's going to help you plan for the here and now and the future to come. It's called the 50-30-20 rule. With the 50-30-20 rule, what we're looking at is making a very strong foundation for you in home ownership, where 50% of your income goes towards your household needs, with 30% going towards your wants, like maybe a renovation, new car, what have you, and 20% going to servicing your debts and repayment of savings. So repaying your debt, putting extra money into your savings account so that you have it for your future retirement. Even if you're not new to budgeting, there are many additional things to consider now that you own a home. So start with the following expenses we're going to start going into. Tip 2 is accounting for new regular expenses. Now, even if you were renting before, you've already been used to covering things like electric, water, gas, and your other residents, and now that you're a homeowner, there's going to be a few more things that add on to there. One of those things are going to be paying your real estate property taxes and homeowners insurance. Now, if you do have a loan on it, more than likely it's set up to go inside of your monthly mortgage, which is extremely helpful, by the way, since it comprises your principal, your interest, your property taxes, and homeowners insurance. Now, if you have an HOA, a homeowners association that you bought your house within, the HOA does not come out of your monthly mortgage and needs to be paid separately to the HOA, either monthly, quarterly, or annually. Sometimes it might help by just paying it off at the beginning of the year for the entire year if you're able to do so, but make sure that as you budget in your monthly budget that you're putting it in there every single month so it doesn't come as a surprise whenever it does happen, okay? The other thing that you want to consider is your home maintenance and upkeep for your property. If you are going to be mowing your lawn yourself, you still got to put the oil and the gas into the lawnmower or the electric, right? There's going to be different investments that you need for maintaining your property and upkeeping your property. So make sure that you go ahead and plan for that. Normally, the best way to account for home maintenance and upkeep is to set aside 1% of your annual income of your household income every single year. So a good way of looking at this is if you bought a $500,000 house and you're setting aside 1% of your home's value, then you'd be saving $5,000 a year at the 1% rate, or $10,000 a year at the 2% rate for major home maintenance and upkeep. That way, whenever it comes around, you'll be ready for it and you'll already have the money set aside to maintain and upkeep your home. Now, there's a couple of other things I want to bring to your attention, because going back to accounting for regular expenses, now that you own your home, you're also going to be paying your sewer bill and you're also going to be paying your trash bill. So make sure that you're always up to date with the sewer and the trash bill. Just as a reference, the 2 common liens that I see against properties whenever I list properties for sellers are always a sewer and trash bill. I don't know why, it just is. Just make sure that you keep up on yours. The third tip is to anticipate big project costs. So estimating just how much you'll spend on home maintenance is a little bit difficult, so using the 1%, the 2% rule is going to be very helpful there. But high value repairs may push your annual income to its threshold, especially if you have to replace AC or you have to replace a roof that you weren't factoring on. So whenever you revisit your expenses annually, think about upcoming expensive projects that might happen. Think about like a 20 and 30-year-old roof, and if you have a 20 or 30-year-old roof that is probably coming up on its life and that you're going to need a plan for replacing that roof at some point in the next few years. If you do that and you're planning that 1 to 2% of your home value and putting it aside in a separate account for your household, then you won't be surprised and you'll have the money whenever it comes time to use it for the home maintenance. The fourth thing is revisiting your savings and life insurance. So as you revisit your savings and your life insurance, you may want or find the need to get a good good financial advisor to assist you and to help you structure out your retirement, structure out your savings, talk about life insurance and different things like that to help you with your future retirement, protect your family in the here and now. An emergency fund is always a perfect thing to have, and in fact, in an ideal, perfect world, it contains enough cash flow for you to cover your living expenses for the next 3 to 6 months. If for some reason you stopped earning income today, then you'd have at least 3 months to 6 months of income ready to go to cover your household expenses and your lifestyle for a minimum of 3 to 6 months. I know that's a very ideal thing. It's something that as a homeowner, I encourage you to work on building up that nest egg so that you always have at least 3 months to 6 months of income set aside just in case you need it. Life insurance. So when we're talking about life insurance, we're talking about covering your entire mortgage and several years of living expenses in the event of your death. So you may need to purchase a higher amount of life insurance. So this is when we have people that are close to us. Maybe we're married, maybe we have kids, maybe we have something like that, and we want life insurance to either pay off the house or at least ways give them a good chunk of money so that it's going to help them sustain and be able to still live even with the loss of you and the loss of your income. Now, obviously, the loss of you is far more significant than the loss of income. At the same time, the reality is this world takes money to go around. So we want to make sure that our loved ones are accounted for and taken care of. Life insurance can help protect them, so it might be something that you want to talk to an insurance agent about with your life insurance amount, okay? Your retirement contributions. Well, with your current retirement contributions, are they going to be enough to live on when you reach retirement age? Are you going to be able to hit your retirement age goals? Well, by planning this out now, you're going to be able to put yourself into a position that will be easier to start accounting for. If you get in the habit of budgeting for it now, maybe working with a great financial advisor to help you structure out your future retirement and come up with a game plan as far as savings are concerned now is going to be very, very beneficial to you. Now, the fifth point in today's video is actually prioritizing debt over extra mortgage payments. Which one do you pay off first? Do you pay off your debts that you have, credit cards, payday loans, title loans, high interest personal loans, student loans, or do you pay off your mortgage faster? Which is the biggest benefit? Well, generally with mortgages, your interest rates are going to be far, far lower than maybe a credit card or a payday loan, a title loan, or even student loans. It might be a lower interest rate. So attack those toxic debts in the form of credit cards, payday loans, title loans, high interest personal loans, and student loan debts. Attack that debt. It's like it's just toxic. And just attack it and get rid of it. Pay off the higher interest balances first. Those that cost you the most money to use, get rid of it. And then once you pay off those debts, then start looking at maybe adding a few extra payments onto your mortgage, or adding $100 here, $200 there to help pay down the principal balance of your mortgage to pay it off sooner. Consider maybe taking a side gig. Maybe you have a hobby, maybe you have a passion, maybe you like photography, or maybe you like different types of things that you could get paid for on the side and still enjoy what you're doing. You might want to think about that to help you pay down your debts and also help you pay off your mortgage quicker. The sixth thing is to be proactive when you're faced with challenges. We all have challenges. Life is ever changing and always challenging in its own different ways at certain times in our life, right? So one of the best things that you can do is to go ahead and know that and go ahead and plan for that. And you might be wondering, Andrew, how do you plan for a life challenge until it's happened? And that's a great question. One of the things that you can do is go ahead, in addition to having that emergency fund set up, that is a great planning step to make sure that you're protected. But if you foresee any challenges in your horizon 6 months, 12 months down the road, then you want to be a little bit proactive about that. As it pertains to your home, that means you want to contact your mortgage service provider and see if there's some way that you can either reduce your mortgage interest rate to help you save more money on a monthly basis, if there's a way that you can restructure your loan if needed to help reduce the monthly outgoing on your house, or you might want to actually consider just looking at your different options as far as your home ownership is concerned, specifically about, is it a good time to refinance? If so, then refinance. If not, then can they restructure it? You want to talk to your mortgage service provider. Don't let them come and hound you telling you that you missed your mortgage payment, because if they come to do that and you miss 3 months of your mortgage payment, you become delinquent, then they're actually going to initiate foreclosure proceedings on your home, and we don't want you to get hurt. So make sure that you're speaking with them and letting them know what's going on, and see if there's some way that they can work with you so that you can continue paying your mortgage, even if you need to change the due date of the mortgage, when the mortgage is due every single month. Something to think about, something to consider. Now, tell me what you took away from this video. What was the most significant point to you? Tell us about it in the comment section below, along with any of your savvy homeowner tips for budgeting in the comment section below. Now I'm going to go ahead and pop up my contact information. If you want to drop me a line to say hello, or if you simply need help finding a top agent where you live, please let me know. Always enjoy hearing from you. And if you haven't already done so, I'm going to ask you to do 3 things. Number 1, please subscribe to this channel. Number 2, please like this video. Number 3, please share this video around with someone you know it's going to be able to help, because I'm sure you could think of someone just like you right now that could really benefit from this video today. Thank you so much for watching today, team. In between now and next time, I'm wishing you and yours a lifetime full of love, wealth, abundance, and happiness. Make it a wonderful day.